So this is happening. It's happening. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nahal Hafbin and I am the founder of Yoga Avec Moi. And in this video, I am gonna introduce myself as the host of the Bicentenary Meditation Project. So I wanted to, I really have been, what's the word, avoiding this video because the Bicentenary Meditation Project is something so incredibly precious to me. And even though it was my idea and I'm like doing it and all these things, I like don't want my face to be associated with it. But then I was like thinking like, my God, things are not becoming clear and the objective of the project is not really being understood. And I'm getting frustrated within my own head. So it just needs to happen. So yes, I am the host of the Bicentenary Meditation Project. For those of you who have already been meditating with the Bicentenary Meditation Project, this is what your host looks like. Yay! Unfortunately or fortunately for you, I don't know. But we're doing this. So yeah. So what is the Bicentenary Meditation Project? So I'm a Baha'i, and 2 years ago was the bicentenary birth of Baha'u'lláh, and that was so incredibly special. The entire like Baha'i world and even their friends were like joining in celebration, and there was a website that was made that showed like all the beautiful art and songs and like written work and calligraphy and all these beautiful things were made on the website of the Bicentenary of Baha'u'lláh. And I will link that below for you to check out because it's really truly amazing seeing like the global world like really celebrating this. But as I was scrolling down and I was like, so strange, how weird. Why are there no meditations on the bicentenary of the birth of Baha'u'lláh? And I was thinking, Nahal, like duh, well you're a yoga teacher, that's why this is like you're thinking, like no one else is thinking about that, right? And I was like thinking, but like how strange, like why would we not create meditations? Like isn't the whole point of celebrating the sacred writings of Baha'u'lláh, or like just celebrating his life, have to do with us meditating more deeply on his words? And so that kind of led to several trains of thoughts, but essentially this is what happened. Through meditation, this idea came to me to create a series of meditations for the bicentenary birth of the Báb, which was 2 years later. So the bicentenary birth of Baha'u'lláh was in 2018, and it was celebrated in October, and it was literally almost after the thought, after seeing all the celebrations and things, that I was like, what? Why are there no meditations? And then I was like thinking, oh my God, I cannot believe I just missed that idea. I will make sure that at least for the bicentenary birth of the Báb, this will happen. So I think it was, I want to say October, like shortly around October 2018, the Facebook page for the bicentenary celebrations, Bicentenary Meditation Project started, which was basically just like a blank page and just a promise of saying 365 meditations. So that's also another number that is not random. Essentially, when I was meditating, I was like thinking, okay, like how many should I do and all these things. And then I was like, you know what? We need to go all the way. This is like the Báb. Like this is like a personage who the sun and the moon and the stars literally have never witnessed such a human before on this earth. So I was thinking like, now like if anyone on this planet deserved like 365 meditations, it's the Báb. And like, then I was like thinking practically, I'm like, oh my God, Nahal, if you want to do this, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, are you even physically capable? Like how are you going to do it? And then it was also inspired within me that this is actually not a project that you are to create. It is actually one for you to host. So all you need to do is start it and people will come. And that's literally what has been happening. I know we are literally almost like 2 months shy away from the end of the bicentenary birth of the Báb. But I kid you not that right now, currently, as of today, recording this, which is August 7th, we currently have already published 28 meditations. Only a few of them which I have done, a majority other people have done, and then we have 7 others that I still haven't had time to publish yet because there's so many other little things that needs to be done. But essentially, literally, people have come. And it has been a really wonderful thing. And part of the reason why like I didn't want to do it, it was not only because of my incapacity, which it was true, like there was no way I would be able to create 365 myself. But then any number below that was also not acceptable within my mind. I was like, okay, just choose like 9. I'm like, no, this is the Báb. It's like 19. It's like, no, this is the Báb. And there's like, okay, 95. It's like, no, this is the Báb. And so for every single day the Báb was in his 200th year birth, I wanted to have a meditation in celebration of this year, because somehow I also feel like I descended onto this earth purely during this period of time to celebrate it. I don't think it was random that I happened to be alive or you happen to be alive during this time. And this is something like super special. So it's like and since 2018, I will share with you, and this is real, I have not taken on a job, like a formal job, and my background is in infectious diseases, including this year, which is when the COVID outbreak has happened, solely because this is a priority for me, or for me to do it, but it's like it needs to happen. So it's like serious. Let me just say, like, I can't, and like, I'm not gonna lie to you to pretend to be like, I was so consistent with this idea. No. Like, I was like, oh my God, no, you need to get your life together. You need to get a job. You need to like apply for work. And anytime I went into my meditation, this was just like, no, this is what you need to do. And as much as a stressful situation that has been otherwise, I cannot tell you, now that it's like sort of like running and it's already like happening and things are rolling. First of all, what an amazing idea that was to stick with it. Honestly, like my soul wouldn't let me divert, even if I wanted to. So it was like, I'm like, okay, I get the point. Like dreams would come, meditations, like from all angles. It was just like that's the only thing you need to do. It's like uppercutting me from every single direction. So yeah, like in a way, I want to say that I had no choice, but I'm very, very willing to be directed. So essentially, I don't feel like this project was my idea, even though, yeah, it came through me and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's happening. I'm the host. Yes. But I really feel like this is something much greater than me, yoga avec moi, like humanity. Like this is just bigger than anything that I could ever imagine. And with this video, this is actually a part of yoga avec moi's video. So another thing that has been really challenging is for me to decide whether or not I was going to do this underneath like yoga avec moi or do it as like a separate thing alone. But essentially, it was like clear that this needed a person for people to be able to come to ask questions if they so desired. And I'm happy to be that person. It doesn't mean I will be able to answer them, but I am here. I am here in service of you. And also, mind you, I had just started my business, so I actually had no funds to actually create like a whole separate website. So this was really, it's Yoga avec Moi's like ginormous baby. It's in fact probably even bigger than Yoga avec Moi itself. So, welcome. This is like just the brief introduction. Like the next video after this, what I'm going to do is actually just probably solely, you'll see the thumbnails of the videos probably be a little bit different with more of the Bicentenary Meditation Project colors than the Yoga avec Moi colors. You might even see some videos with both the colors. That's when you know it's like kind of cross interjects with the two. But for now, this is what's happening. And yeah, the Bicentenary Meditation Project, I don't even know what I said, whether or not any of that was clear to you. So like, literally, God help me, have mercy upon my soul. Oh my gosh. But let's just say we are so excited to do this project. That has never faltered. I have, if in fact anything, like for me to be the host of the project and I have to like listen to the meditations again and again, literally has been my joy. And I mean, like, if I could want anything for my life, it would be just to like sit there and like test out meditations. Like, oh, that's so hard. My life is so hard. But literally, I can tell you that the ideas that I've had to force out of my mind to create for you guys, or the ones that other people have really beautifully put together, have really been something that have uplifted my spirits. Like even I listen to the meditations that I created, and even I listen to like other people's meditations. This is not one of those projects where it's like, oh, well, let's just create like a free meditation resource bank on the Baha'i sacred writings, which is, that's what it is. It's really something that it's like, you know, the Báb and Baha'u'lláh, both twin manifestations of God for today, have their own life. And I can tell you by doing this project, I have really seen how true that is. I'm like, this is really not about me. I'm just like someone, I don't even know who I am. But basically, this project is like, people need to hear their words, and I just hope my face, my words, my tone, my voice, nothing stays in the way for you, if that is what you wish, to just go straight to God and go straight to Baha'u'lláh and the Báb and just be there with them. And unfortunately, just forget this veil that is in front of you, that unfortunately needs to be here to give you some sort of message. But yeah, I just wanted to share that this was something really, really close to my heart. I also wanted a resource bank for people to, so the Bicentenary Meditation Project has 4 objectives. The first, of course, is to celebrate the bicentenary birth of the Báb, but actually also the bicentenary birth of Baha'u'lláh, since this was really from that time that this idea came about. And without Baha'u'lláh, there would be no Báb. And without the Báb, well, let's just say, like, without Baha'u'llah's bicentenary birth, this project would also definitely not be in its inception. So how they work, it's just one. We are celebrating this year with their sacred words by meditating deeper. Boom, that's 1. 2, I would like to share with as many people, for those of you who do not know of the Báb or Baha'u'lláh, so their history has been about, this year is 176 years. And so that's not a lot compared to Buddha or like Jesus and like Moses and Muhammad and Krishna, which have been here for like thousands, 2000s plus years. And so for those of you who do know them, welcome. You're welcome for this project. Secondly, for those of you who do not know them, I really hope this would be an excellent way, an intimate way for you to get to know the sacred writings, stories, anything that we can provide to the best of our ability, we will do it, and it will be on the podcasts. The third is that we wanted to create a resource bank on the Baha'i sacred writings that you can go and listen to. And so to date, to the best of my knowledge, this does not exist. So this is the first time this has ever happened. And so this is very exciting for me, but also for many other people, and also for people who are yet to know of the Báb Bahá'u'lláh. Like, I feel like this meditation project is going to be something that they're going to be like, oh my God, yes, if I wanted to know about a prophet or a manifestation of God, like, I would want to go straight. I wouldn't be wanting to meditate on their sacred words, right? Like, that's like literally what they come to give us is revelation. And revelation is given through words. And the words of the manifestations of God and prophets are not the same like our human words. It's kind of like, one example was given, this is something that I heard of before, that the difference between what a rock and a magnet is. Like, literally the only difference is the order in which the atoms are ordered and directed. It's like for the magnet, it's like they all have to be pointing in a certain direction. And a rock's atoms are just like random. This is like what my words sound like. And this is what the words of the manifestations of God sound like. So and what is the difference between a rock and a magnet? A magnet can attract you. A rock cannot. Unfortunately, this is not happening. But this is the true thing that is gonna suck your soul, in a good way, like your heart, just like this, like the way plants just like follow the sunlight and they're just like, yes, give me more, but to the words of God, and to just uplift the human soul from imperfection to perfection. The fourth objective of the Bicentenary Meditation Project is to get people to learn how to meditate, how to begin a meditation practice. I don't care what your religion is, where your background's from. If you have a soul, homeboy, homegirl, you need to be meditating. Okay, that's a period and a dot and a like conclusion, exclamation point, no question mark. Okay, so one of the things that human beings are different from animals are solely the difference is the fact that we can meditate. Also the fact that we have speech, and also the fact that we have creativity. I mean, there's many other things, but in yoga, at least the way they describe this is literally the only difference between a human and an animal is the fact that we can meditate. So the fact is, like, when I heard that line, I was like, well, oh my gosh. OMG, if I was not meditating, or like the fact that I haven't been meditating for the majority of my life means, like, it makes me question, I'm like, oh my gosh, how human am I really? Like, if I'm not meditating, really. So it's kind of like meditation is like nourishment for the soul. Prayer is actually nourishment for the soul, but meditation is like this space that is created for you to hear the answers that only you, homeboy and homegirl, can hear, can listen to. So those are the four objectives: celebration, getting to know the Báb Bahá'u'lláh, creating a free meditation resource bank on the Baha'i sacred writings, which has never existed before. Woohoo! And then finally, to begin everyone in a beginner's meditation process. So I have kept this meditation project as simple as possible that I know how to teach and offer, and also techniques that other people have offered as well. So this, with the third one, the meditation bank, is to teach everyone as many different techniques as humanly possible from all traditions, for you to introduce it to you, for you to choose how to use it. So one of the things, I don't want to make this video too long, but essentially one of the things that One of the reasons why I am not the only person doing it is because there's a concept in yoga. So the Baha'i Faith has no prescribed way of meditating. So we're kind of using, but it also says that you need to meditate. It's like it's a must. And it has different definitions, and I will separately in a different video explain more about what that is. But essentially, we are borrowing other meditation techniques and methods of getting you to focus on the sacred words of God, or the Báb and Baha'u'lláh in any way, in any creative way that we can think of and imagine, or like basically contemplate about. Because in yoga, it talks about how the ways to God are as many as the number of breaths that you breathe in this lifetime. So that's a lot. There's many different ways in which to go. And meditation is simply a way, a means to an end. It's a means. It's not the end, right? So it's like it's a channel. It's like a path. It's like a guide. It's like a torch. That's about it. In order to get you to meditate and focus on things that you find important, which to me is the Báb and Baha'u'lláh, and particularly celebrating their life and their sacred writings and their stories, and sharing it with as many people as I can, because I love them and they're my loves. And what can I say? So yeah, that's all I can think of for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and comment below how excited you are that we're doing this. And second of all, I will leave in the comments below where you can access all these things. But the next several videos that I'm going to do, I'm going to be introducing myself as the host of the Bicentenary Meditation Project. So I don't want my regular yoga avec moi people to be confused as to be like, what is she talking about? Did she change the name of her business? No, this is just the big fat baby that yoga avec moi is birthing into this world, and it's a giant, and it's taking center stage right now, at least until the birthday of the twin births of the Báb and Baha'u'lláh this year in October. So one last thing I'm gonna say, because I want to mention this in every single video. You are invited to contribute to the Bicentenary Meditation Project. Right now, you can go check out our Bulletin of Needs and the Hidden Words meditation series. These two are particular focus right now, and they will be left in the comments below. If you want to contribute, you are most welcome. You don't have to be professional anything to do this, but that's basically, you are welcome. Very, very welcome. A warm welcome for anyone who wants to contribute to this project, because let's be real, this is beyond me, beyond other people. This is really something, it has a life of its own that all of us kind of need to take care of and just kind of like guide and be like, okay, cool. So yes, this is very exciting. I'm super happy that I finally got my butt down and recorded this video. It was a long time coming. If anything, it was another dream that was like, no, stop it and just make these videos and clarify to people how they can contribute and how they can help, because I have faith and trust that many people will want to join this, and you are welcome. You are so welcome to contribute, and I cannot wait. All right, woo! Let's end it here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.